KL1000 podcast. You niggas gotta check this bitch out. Cause homie real.
Keep it 1,000, keep it 1,000, keep it a stack, keep it a stack. We kill 1,000, kill 1,000. It's deeper than rap, it's deeper than rap. It's the Keep It 1,000 podcast. It do not stop. It's the Keep It 1,000 podcast. It do not stop with me. Keep it.
This is the Keep It 1,000 podcast. We're gonna keep it all the way a step. And I'm your host, KL1000. And as you can see, it do not stop. It do not stop with me. And I got a special guest in the building, man. I'm talking about signed with Lil Flips, Clover G's, collabed on songs with some big names from Bone Thugs and Harmony, Lil Kiki, Do or Die, Project Pat, Zero, just to name a few. I'm talking about Clover G Boss in the building, man. What up?
What it do, man?
Glad to have you on the show, man.
Already.
We're gonna get right into it. So, Texas native. What part of Texas you from?
Man, I'm from like a small city, man. It's called Beaumont. We right between like Port Arthur, Texas, and Houston. You know, so we get a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? But you don't hear too many people speak on Beaumont though. Beaumont is a small city, man, and that's where I'm from, man. The murder rate high though. The murder rate high.
I heard they got a prison out there. They call it Bloody Beaumont or something like that.
Yeah. It ain't nothing nice out here, man. Like it's no game.
So, how was it growing up out there in Beaumont, man?
Beaumont coming up, man. You know, I got like I got 3 brothers, 2 older brothers. So, you know, I came up under my 2 older brothers trying to, you know, that's my biggest inspiration. So I was trying to be like them. And at the time, you know, it was gang banging, a lot of gang banging, and you know, everything you see in the movies was right there in the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen it, lived it. So it was crazy, but it was fun. I tell you that much.
Right. So, who did you come up listening to as far as music?
Well, I came up, man. You know, my brothers, man. I was, I'm gonna tell you, man. DJ Quick, man. I remember what it was song. Want to be like Compton. Want to be like, man. That mug. But like DJ Quick was like one of my biggest. Definitely to this day, I love DJ Quick. It was the Ice Cube, of course.
A lot of West Coast.
The West Coast. Oh man, I was West Coast all the way, man. I think Tupac was just getting his little breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? Spice won all the way. Spice won hands down. It was definitely West Coast. It took you feel me? I was, even though I'm from the South, man, I was West Coast like all the way. I love some West Coast, man. You know, because I can relate. You know, at the time how we was living in the hood, and the West Coast it was hand in hand. Like, you know, down south we had the freestyles and all that. We wasn't really living it at that time and moment. So that's why I was so into the West, you know.
Right. So at some point you had to step in the booth. So when did you start making music?
Man, let me tell you, that's funny. We had out here in Beaumont, we got a mall, right? At the time we had a studio in the mall.
Damn.
Yeah, we had a studio in the mall. It was live. And at the time, I didn't rap at all. I wasn't serious. But I think freestyle was big. When nobody really worried about rapping, writing, everybody was freestyling. Man, that was the thing. Whether you was at school, class, after school, like everybody, that's what we did. Man, there'd be a group of us freestyling, and I remember going to this what made me take it serious. I remember going to the mall. It was like 7 of us. And I remember like yesterday, I was nervous as hell. By the time it got to it was to that Missy Elliott Hot Boys beat.
Okay.
I think I still got the tape. Like, I think I still got that tape. It was like a red tape, man. But yeah, we freestyled after we left the booth. You know, we kids then, and I remember somebody saying like, man, who y'all think with the hardest? And when I say all 6 pointed at me,
come on.
And I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? And it did something to me, man. It was like, I said, okay, if y'all think that's hard, man, I'll kill a 16 writing. You know what I'm saying? So, and it just, it gave me a little motivation to be a little something more than just freestyling. And I would never imagine though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would never imagine music going this far, like ever in life. Like music is like it has no limits, man. There ain't no telling what music could end up at, man. It's like a worldwide language. I never imagined seeing. I didn't see this far. I just seen. I just wanted to show them, man, like I can wreck it for real, you know. So
Right. How did you meet Lil Flip and how did you get with Clover G's, man?
man, that's crazy too. I think for some reason, like when I was doing my shows, I kept running into Flip. I was running into Flip, and everybody that was around Flip was pulling on his arm. The people that was performing, like, "Hey, Flip." So I remember I was with my baby mom at the time. I was like, "Man, ain't no way I could get to him, man." I was trying to get his attention, right? It wasn't happening.
Yeah.
But I kept it G though. Every time I seen him, like I shook his hand, I go the other way. Everybody else was they had to follow him to the VIP, like they, they were stuck to him. I did the opposite. So I guess me being, what I'm saying, the opposite and different from everybody, I guess it kind of drew his attention. So once it drew his attention, man, like we fast forward, this like a long 2 years later. By then, I'm, Houston like my second home for one. So I was connected with a lot of them artists out there, like the Kikis, Flips, and everything. So
Okay.
but Flip was seeing me grind though. He was seeing me grind. And one thing about Flip, like he like the hardest worker I ever seen, man, next to Tupac. So I got that same similar grind, and I didn't have like a lot of people around. It'd be me by myself, whether I'm in Dallas, Houston, or wherever we was at. Like he seen me like grinding serious with it. So like 2 years later, the car show people, they wanted me to perform in Beaumont. And I'm telling them, I like, hey man, I could get Flip and Kiki, you know what I'm saying, and whoever else y'all need, Pokey, whoever. And I think they wanted Kiki and Flip. So I called them, made the, put some money in their pockets, you know what I'm saying, and plugged them in with it. And by the time I didn't get to perform that day, and I remember Flip going on stage. He called me by my government name.
Come on.
Like nobody called me by the government name, man.
So he must have been
but,
on you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so but it shows his family too. But man, at the time I was pissed, man. I'm like, what the hell? So I walked to the stage, he called me to the stage, and I really didn't hear him at first. My partner had to call me. He was on stage with him. He was like, boss. He's like, Flip, won't you, man? And I get to the stage, and like walking up the steps, he announced in my city, like the cat I'm bringing to the stage, he says official. It's the newest member of Clover G La Familia. And it caught me so off guard because he didn't give me a heads up. I didn't like, this 2 years later. You feel me? And he didn't give me nothing, man. I never been that nervous in my life. And I remember him handing me the microphone. He handed me the mic. I didn't even know what to do, man. I froze up, you know what I'm saying? And but I was happy, man. It was, I think I shed tears that night. It was so like off guard. And I got so much love. Yeah, blessings. I got so much love for Flip, and not knowing like it'll change my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that I had to make a transition. Get used to that transition because me, I'm a humble, laid back dude, but like that whole Flip deal it just turned me to a whole nother person, man. I just had to get ready for it.
Yeah. So before that day, y'all never talked about signing no record label,
man. Nothing, man. Nothing. He got me so up. Go ahead and say nothing. Like, to be real with you, I was trying to get his attention. I was grinding and doing what everybody else was doing, but not pulling on him and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was cool with it.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, let me tell you, a little bit before then, we was in Dallas shooting a video. Me and Flip shooting a video. I get in a whole altercation. I ended up sliding somebody, man.
Come on.
He out of there for like 45 minutes, man. Ambulance came and everything. Flip had a little drink in his hand. He looked, he looked, and he was cool. Yeah, but yeah. So I thought I messed up any chance I had.
So that was the situation in Dallas, or
that was in Dallas. Yeah,
okay.
Altercation in Dallas, and everybody else, I had like other cats. That was like I don't know what you call it, but they was trying to prove their loyalty to be management. But once I had the altercation, everybody left me alone. When I say everybody, it was like any deals I had on the table, it was just me. It was, they left me dry and high. Only body who really just stuck with me was Flip. When I thought Flip was gonna leave me alone, man, Flip stuck with me. We actually, it's weird though, because we got closer. But when we got closer, man, it was just like we was brothers, man. He understood. He understood. I think his exact words was, "You ain't got to apologize to me." He said, "I'm a gangster too." You feel me? But me being humble, man, I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to come off as no firecracker or no crash dummy. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't me. And I think I tried to avoid that whole situation too, man. It just didn't happen like talking about. But yeah, so yeah, I got to give him respect on that, because when nobody stood by me, he did. So
shout out to Lil Flip.
Big shout out. Big shout out.
So what's it like being in the studio with the freestyle king? I'm talking about you
Man,
probably gotta be on it, you gotta write fast, because he could just go in there and bam.
Man, let me tell you the truth. I'm giving you the God honest truth, man. Hey, Flip is a workaholic for one. So if you think you're gonna go around Flip and just play, if you think you're just gonna go play and it's gonna be a regular, nah, you got another thing coming, man. Flip for one, he might put you on the spot. You got to freestyle. You got to be ready. But like Flip is just always he a genius. He a walking genius. So he always thinking. He always planning. And I'll be watching him, man. It's so unique though. He just it just come natural. It's like he ain't trying too hard. It just, man, this dude is like a gifted person, man. And he a general, man. He a real boss. I think I brought my cameraman with me one day, right, to get like behind the scenes. And I think we were shooting a Clover Gang compilation. We was doing a compilation album. And I bring the cameraman. He already had a cameraman. So I bring my cameraman and Flip, put my cameraman to work.
Come on.
And right in front of Flip, my cameraman looked at me with the saddest face. He like, this is what he do. He's like, "Bro, you ain't tell me I was gonna be working." Man, I laughed so hard because I told him. I already gave him the heads up. I laughed so hard, man. It was right there in front of Flip too. I was like, "Man, gee, this."
You gonna have to get your business clear when
yeah,
you go over there.
I told him, "Welcome to the party, man. Welcome to the party, man. Ain't no slacking. Ain't no slacking in Clover G like a million. None. We working, man. You know,
that's
we get
what's up though.
Get to the money, yeah."
So the new album, Mob Ties, man.
Man, y'all gotta get it, man. It's lit. Man, I got all my homeboys on there, man. They came through, support me, man. I got a lot of support base. Radio even support me, man. We got 3 singles on the radio, which is I-10, the remix featuring Zero, shouts to Lil Flip. We got Ain't Nothing Better with me and my partner, Billy Cook. Then the 3rd single was with Bone Thugs and Harmony featuring Do or Die and Billy Cook. You know what I'm saying? That's the first time them boys ever did a song that like people been trying to put them together. They've been trying to hook up to do like the group thing together, man. It's like a piece of history, and it's right here on my album. Y'all need to check it out. If y'all want to hear what the hype about, man, go check it out. You know,
definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
That I-10 burning them radio waves up.
Oh man, let me tell you about I-10.
Yeah, how did that come about with Zero and Big Shasta?
Man, look, okay, me and Shasta, man, Shasta, like we always talking, man. Shasta always talk. So Shasta mentioned doing an album together titled I-10, Connected. You know what I'm saying? Because he got family in Beaumont. I got family in Houston. You know what I'm saying? So he got Beaumont ties, I Houston ties. It made sense. So in the making of doing that, Sean Solo Jemison, shout out to him. You know, he make all the beats for all them cats in Houston, man. All them platinum songs y'all hear, them jamming songs. So he had a instrumental. He had that instrumental on Facebook, like a sample. And I told him, man, like it was a bunch of people, man, a bunch of people trying to buy it. They was trying to get it. I came on there all late, so I thought I was too late. So I inboxed him. When I inboxed him, I said, "Bro, man, whatever." I said, "I will outbid anybody. I don't care how much you want for that beat." I said, "I'll buy it." And somehow, luckily, I outbid everybody. He gave it to me. You know, we made the bet. Then when I got the beat, I sat down trying to write to it. I couldn't even write to it. All I could hear was Zero. I'm like, damn. So I sat it down for a while, you know what I'm saying? Came back to it.
So Zero already had his part on there?
Nah, Zero wasn't even supposed to be on there. It was originally just like a solo track I was gonna do for myself.
Okay.
And but trying to come up with a concept, you know, I'm a Zero fan too. So I know like Zero beats and stuff, man. I like, man, it's Zero, man. So what I did at the time, Flip and Roll was already they working on Kings of the South too. So it was easy for me to slide in, catch him in the studio, and I'm like, hey, I need a hook to it. He supposed to just do a hook. He returned the song. It's a hook and a verse. So before I can even sit and listen to it, I sent it to Shasta. So when I sent it to Shasta, he texts me. But Shasta already got a freestyle verse to it, and he's singing it to me on the phone like excited. He said, "Bro, we got us one."
Yeah.
He said, "Bro, we got us one with this one, man," and went from there. You know what I'm saying? And originally though, I got the original song was just me and Zero, but Shasta was supposed to be on there. So that's what the remix came from. The remix I had to throw Shasta and Flip the family on there, and it took off. When I say took off, I'm talking about radio, not just in my whole time. It's like I hate to say it, but you from here, you ain't. It's impossible to get on the radio. Not only I made it to my hometown radio, it was on a whole third coast, throughout the whole third coast. I had people that I didn't even know on my Facebook, my social media. They inboxing me. They're like, hey, bro, that's your song, man. You they playing in Oklahoma. Somebody else was talking about they playing in Little Rock. And that's how it was going. It was weird because I don't really listen to the radio. So even in my hometown, people was calling me like, "Hey, you on the radio?" I thought that was playing. I'm like, "Man, get off my phone with this book." They're like, "Man, shut up, man. They cut on the radio." I cut on the radio. It's on. And then next thing you know, my phone blowing up. It started every time I'm on the radio, my phone blowing up. Then one morning, and it's like radio at a time. It ain't like it just hit all radio. And the experience was weird. Then I get a text from Flip. Flip texts me like 3, 4 in the morning. I think it's Saturday. I'm just getting in the crib, and he like, bro, call me. So I called him. When I called him, he say, his biggest fan base is Corpus Christi, one of his biggest fan base.
Okay.
So he called me and he said, bro, he said, we on the radio in Corpus Christi. I say, nah. I said, I know, nah. You know what I'm saying? I said, this is how I've been finding out every day from different people. I say, you just another person telling me, I didn't know. And he congratulated me. He said, man, congratulations, man. He said, I'm glad you get into the bag. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm proud of you. And we spoke on going on the podcast and all that good stuff. And of course, we both be busy though, so I ain't got a chance to do that yet. But yeah, man, it just took off, man. That's my first time experiencing like a big breakthrough like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta give a big shout out to Zero, Flip, and Shasta, man. Like, shit, it's an honor, man. It's like shit. I was in the mall the other day in Port Arthur, in Trill, Texas, man. I'm in the mall, and I lied to you not. I'm looking around, and my song come on.
Come on.
I-10 come on, and I'm excited, so I'm trying to get my phone out and record the proof, but I don't want to be looking too happy, so I put my phone back up. And at the same time, I'm thinking like, do they even know this me? You know what I'm saying? And that happened before I was in a strip club. I was ducked off, with people's, and damn, I-10 come on. I'm like, what the fuck? In a strip club?
Heavy rotation.
Yeah, and it just I never experienced this. So it was like, man, it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man. Now like, the intro song, No Love, you kind of went at Whack 100 and Kodak Black.
All right, man, I'm gonna tell you this, man. You're the only one like I ever told the story to, but Kodak was I think Nipsey just passed, right? And Nipsey showed love to Kodak. So as soon as Nipsey passed, he disrespect Nipsey, I guess trying to go at his wife and shit. That's why I had shot at him. But I went at Kodak though, much respect to Kodak though, because I text Kodak, you know what I'm saying? And not only Kodak apologized the next day. I think it was that next morning, 8 o'clock, it was viral that he apologized. But he actually told me Flip was his favorite rapper, you know what I'm saying? So
come on.
Like so that was
Kodak say Flip his favorite rapper?
Yeah, Flip one of his favorite rappers, So, I didn't want to stir up nothing with that, man. So it's love on that point for him to even, apologize. Now, Whack, I ain't gonna lie to you, Whack, I really wanted the one with Whack because Whack dissing everybody. He dissing Nipsey, Tupac. Tupac is my favorite rapper, as you know.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, he ain't gonna stop. So yeah, I was really trying to get at Whack. Like, cause I know Whack ain't gonna turn down no phase either, man. But so But I'm coming up though, man. But yeah, I really want that one with Wack. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some things need to stop, and they ain't gonna never stop, man. You just gonna keep going, man. Like we talking about legacies, man. You can't just shit on nobody legacy like that, man. So that's why I went at them boys like that on that no love.
Leveled up with Bone Thugs and Do or Die, man. How did that feel working with these legendary artists?
Man, Bone is my favorite group. Do or Die, my favorite group. What I wanted to do was, I'm a young cat, but I'm about paying homage. You feel me? So I wanted to pay homage to the two groups. I damn near got my flow from. I rap fast, so I say, what better way to pay homage than to get them on the song together, all of us. And I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was possible, man. I made a few phone calls. Do or Die is, they used to be on Rap a Lot. They not still on Rap a Lot. So it's Rap a Lot family. I'm cool with Rap a Lot. That was cool. Bone, I was already cool with Bone. I think me and Bone I got other songs on other projects with Bone. So I was already always working with Bone. And
okay.
And my next, I got another album ready to roll. I got Bone Thugs and Harmony on there. So yeah, that's how much we've been working. So yeah, but to get them on the song together, man, piece of history, man. And, it's an honor. It's an honor, and it made it to the radio. So respect to them. Respect to them.
Nah, those names are some of like the older artists. Is it a such thing as being too old to rap? I hear people say that stuff. They be like, "Oh, he too old. If you ain't made it by this age, you need to quit."
Nah, I don't think it's no age limit at all. But it is like you got your genres, man. So you got your youngsters like what the youngsters like. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, we still like what we like. So I'm thankful, man. The rappers we came up to still rapping, man, because I wouldn't know what it would be without them. So right. I don't think it's no age. I don't think it's no age. I think everybody gets satisfied. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's no age.
Right. Now, your first time in New York, man, you had some incidents going on.
Oh man,
look at DJ K Slay, man.
Oh man, hey, shout out K. Hey, rest in peace, DJ K Slay.
Rest in peace.
That's my boy. That's my boy. That's my homie, man. That's my brother, man. I love him, man. But okay, K Slay gave me my first break. Well, a lot of people don't know. Wait, before I got any radio, that was the first radio I got, and I had to go to New York to get it. He was in K Slay. If you don't know, K Slay always show love to the up and coming new talent that the world wouldn't give a break to. I'm talking about like the street cats, the underground cats. So he was that doorway for that underground wave. So he invited me to come through. He heard about me, and I came through. So at the time, Flex was had a little rant with Tupac, saying I don't fuck with Tupac, and I don't suck Big E dick or whatever he said. You feel me? And and it made the whole. Everybody was pissed about it. So I put two and two together, man. I'm on some young nigga stuff. I figure I go out there, you know what I'm saying? I better get to him because nobody really know who I am. I'm an up and coming artist. So I go out there with intentions to, you know what I'm saying, to see him, put some knots on his head. And I remember talking to D-Red from the Botany Boys, man, before I went out there. I was trying to see if he wanted to roll. And I think he just had his baby. I think he had a little baby, his baby boy, if I'm not mistaken. And he asked me if I needed like some goons. He said some goons already in New York. I said, no, I'm good, man. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he knew what I was going out there for though, because I really was on some other stuff. And so I get out there. We fast forward. I'm out there. I got a song with the Outlaws. I got a song with the Outlaws, and I'm going in on like everybody. I'm going in like on. I think I went in on Lil C's. I went in on Funk Flex. What I said. I went in on a few people in New York, man, and I was saying them cats making New York look weak. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going live. So when I get out there, I don't know what I was thinking, man. And I'm like, K Slay, man, I got this record to Flex. Man, I need you to play it. And he went live on me.
He played it?
He went live. No, he didn't play it. That's what he told me. He say, no, son. He was live. He was lit. He said, no, son. He say, Flex gave me my job. He say, Flex the one that gave me opportunity to get this bag I'm getting now. And And you know what I'm saying? He's our old flex. He say, no, sir. He say, he was like, but you
And you
know,
like
so you
you
go,
can't, I can't do it. I can't do it.
yeah, I can't do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, he can't do it. So you gotta imagine the energy in the room. And like he looking like, man, like he don't know what's about to happen. Everybody looking nerved up. And you know, Flex is like down the hallway. I never ran into him or seen him. So it was a little tension in the room for a minute, man, because they didn't know what I was about to do.
Man,
but
rest in peace,
but
K Slay.
rest in peace, K Slay. But I love that man because he didn't cut me off of that. That was my first radio chance, and he didn't cut me off. He didn't let me go. He still let me come through. He still played my music, and we was close. After that, you know what I'm saying, we was always in touch. And that's before I-10 came out. So I-10, you know, that's him on the intro of I-10
Yeah,
remix.
yeah.
Yeah. So you see why we stayed in touch years later after that incident. And I mean, I love that man. You know, he ain't judged me. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a lot of game too. As a young artist, he gave me a lot of game on the do's and don'ts. And you know, be careful. He told me be careful. And so I respect that man, you know. Him and Flip, you know, they ain't switch up on me shit.
That's
They
what's
teach
up.
me. They teach me. Yeah.
I seen you make a post of the legendary DJ Screw, the Air Force One.
Oh
That
yeah,
was fresh.
man.
Did you ever get a chance to meet DJ Screw?
Man, I never got a chance to meet DJ Screw. I wish I did though, man. I wish. You know, I was sad when he left, man. I was really in my feelings. I'm like, man, I hated that.
Rest in
And
peace,
the
DJ
shoes,
Screw.
yeah, the shoes you're talking about, man, that's like I like to give back to my supporters, you know what I'm saying, my fans. I don't like to just be all about me. So and them shoes like $400 pair of shoes. So, I mean, you get them shoes, put them on eBay, get your money. You know what I'm saying? So like I
Yeah,
get them, I give away a few pair of them for free. I give away clothing line for free. You know, autograph sign like CDs. You know what I'm saying? Like it just my way of giving back. My way of giving back to show my appreciation, and I'm very thankful. So you
for
know,
real, bro. Salute to that. I ain't lying.
I really
That's some real
appreciate that.
talk. So this is like the most trending topic in the Zero and the Trader Truth situation.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this. Let me show you. But nah, look,
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Like I love all of them, man. They family, man, and it's really not my say so to speak on like you know because they know the insides. But I would say, man, me and Lil Boss talk. Man, me and Lil Boss got a song. It's called Zero Fucks. It's off another project, man. Y'all look that up. Me and Lil Boss talked like way before this incident, like 2 hours straight. And we talked about some business moves, some doing shows together. We talked about the clothing line. I think he cooked too. He be serving plates, man. So when I say like family, like these cats like real family, man. And so I couldn't ever kind of get involved in that, you know what I'm saying? Other than saying I hope they get it together, man, because we don't need another situation with Nipsey. You know how Nipsey was, you know what I'm saying? Nipsey knew the dude that killed him, man. And we don't need another situation like that. Like they both blessed. They both like major factors of the city, man. We need them here. We need them like on their best stuff, man. So that's all I'm gonna say about it, you know.
Yeah, definitely, man. I hope they make peace with the situation. You know what I'm saying? Squash
Yeah.
whatever they
I
got
ain't gonna lie
going
to
on.
you. I wanted to hear. I'm mad. Y'all mad about some other stuff. I'm mad because I might not ever get to hear Trey Zero again, man. You feel me? Like I like that's what I'm trying to get Boss to. Like, hey, little Boss. I'm like, hey, what we got to do to get them together, man? And it just, you know, like I said, some inside stuff with them. So I understand, though. You know,
Upcoming projects, man. What's next for Clover G Boss?
man, I got you know, I'm always working. Me and Young Noble from the Outlaws, we got one. It's titled Legacy. And that's like the most grown up album I think I ever did, man. It's jamming, man. I can't wait for y'all to hear that. I'm working on as we speak a compilation for the city. I'm trying to put the shine, just throw the alley hoop because it's a whole lot of talent where I'm from. A lot. When I say a lot, man, these boys cold and just you know we get slept on. So you know I'm just doing a little compilation for them, man. I'm gonna be on. I ain't gonna be on there as much just to give them they shine and everything. And yeah, the world gonna see though.
So you signing artists or
Well,
got your own thing?
as of now, I am signing one. I'm signing one because he actually showed like he been down and he really worked, he grind, he put his mind to it, and he don't even know, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna be signing him soon.
What's the name of the record label?
The label, that's what I'm still working on it too, man. Like right now it's Boss and Corporate, you know what I'm saying? Boss
Okay.
Inc. So uh, yeah, as soon as I get everything together though, man, I will be signing one artist. But I'm helping a lot though on the way. So that's what I'm trying to do, is just help people on the way, man. Teach them what was taught to me. And shit, I got a whole nother solo. Like I said, that's the one with Bone Thugs. I got a lot of I think I got Kid, you know what I'm saying, former G Unit artists. I got a lot of people on there too. So it's just I'm always recording, man. I can't stop recording. I got a problem, man. That's all I do. That's all I think about.
That's how I be. I make music too, bro. I can't get away from it.
Yeah, music is just so soothing, man. It just whatever you're going through, it just take your mind off it for a moment, for a little moment. So
Well, man, I always end all my shows with any advice for the kids, bro. Because when I say kids, I'm talking about these teenagers who wilding out in the street. Any advice for the
yeah.
kids, man?
The kids, I think the biggest thing is, man, we need to learn to have our own identity, man. Like we get around these group of people and friends, and we monkey see, monkey do. We copy, and man, we need more leaders, more bosses. So to the kids, I would say, don't be so quick to follow. Have your own mind to be like, hey, no, I ain't doing that. That's wrong, man. Like it's okay to be your own person. I'm telling you, you're gonna get way more respect than you'll get trying to prove yourself. Killing somebody or shooting somebody, man. Just have your own mind.
Definitely, man. You ain't gotta be no killer, man. They got other stuff.
That-
You ain't gotta
I'm
be
trying
no
to tell
gangster. You
you,
ain't gotta be no thug.
I'm,
They got
I'm
other
trying to
shit you
tell.
could be. Nah,
Man, that's some powerful words you just said. I'm trying to tell you, man. That's what
man.
that's what I mean. Because I got kids,
Yeah,
and my
me
kids,
too.
my kids, they born cool. So I got to tell them the same thing. What we talking about is real powerful, man. Like be your own person. You ain't got to follow. You ain't got to follow the crowd. Let the crowd follow you. It's about time to make something else cool, man. And like you say, you don't need to be no gangster. You don't need to be no shooter, man. None of that, man. So I agree with that.
Nah, what's some of the ways they can get in contact with you, man? Like your social media links, you know,
Man, like
booking info.
my email is clovergboss32@gmail.com. Instagram, Clover G Boss 32. Facebook, my government name, Chris Edwards. I think TikTok is Clover G Boss. So, Clover G Boss pretty much everything. And they get at me, shit, I answer back. If I don't answer back, somebody will. And it's all love, man. I'm here. So
Y'all definitely go follow Clover G Boss, man. And y'all go check out some of that
already.
music he got, man. He be spitting. You know what I'm saying? This is the
Already
Keep It
appreciate
1000 podcast, man. Clover G Boss, we just kept it a stack, bro. Glad you came on the show.
you. Go on and man.
Y'all stay tuned to the next episode. We out.
Already.
Here you go. Bang with the camera. Boy, that camera, that boy bang.